What's good, y'all? It's A.L. Bleezy, and in this video, this might be my first video, for real, for real. I'm gonna just tell y'all, kind of like a little story time, just with I don't know, this is more of an inspirational video, because I feel like I'm not trying to be inspirational, but I know motherfuckers might perceive this as inspirational, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna just let you know why I started meditating, and hopefully, yo ass will start meditating once you hear what I got to say about why I started meditating. So I actually got the date. I started meditating. Uh, I started getting. I'm gonna say this. I started my spiritual journey around, I want to say, August, October. There go a butterfly. So started my spiritual journey probably around August, or yeah, I'm gonna just say last August, 2019 August. And last year was really weird ass year, bad year. I guess you could say it was a bad year. Um, and August was just terrible. Like, it was, I'd say, one of the worst periods mentally in my life. And I was sad, you know. I'm not gonna say depressed, cause I know what that's like. But nah, it wasn't like that. But I just wasn't myself, basically. So then, on some regular shit, I always been kind of like gravitating towards, like, I guess you could say, some woke shit. So my homeboy put me on. He was like, "Hey, bro, I got this video." It was a 50-minute video, bro, and it was talking about how to escape the matrix. Ever since I saw that video, I started getting hip to like what the world is really on, and on some real shit, like on some spiritual shit. So I saw this video, and then I started doing more research. It just like that video. It was from Finest Thing Walking. Shout out him. Fuck with him. Cool. But that video made me, it just made so much sense to me, where it influenced me to do my own research and start experimenting and just learning more and more on shit for myself, you know. So after I started getting hip to this dude, I started watching other people like, you know, Young Pharaoh, you know, Enoch the freestyle dude, you know, Spiritual Soul. He has some weird shit though, but he cool, I fuck with him. But I started watching all these different things, and then I started doing my own research. And then this was all around the time of, I want to say, like October and November, when I started really beginning to start learning about different research and different stuff like that. These white ass people looking at me and shit, you know, some weird shit. So then, yeah, was funny. So, white people, y'all gotta stop doing that. How the fuck y'all just be staring? Why? Y'all are cool, but damn. But anyways, damn, really made a nigga forget. But yeah, so November, October and shit, I'm really starting to get more information and really starting to learn about, you know, escaping the matrix. That's what I was really focused on, escaping the matrix. I was looking up shit like how to get out of like U.S. versus U.S. national contracts, how to motherfucking invest in like or not even invest, but put my money in trust and trying to learn other shit. I still got to do the shit. Consistency, that's the most important word. But I just started learning a whole bunch of other shit, because all the shit that video told me, all the shit that I was just hearing started to make way more sense than what all the shit that I've been hearing. So then, as I was doing research and shit, all the motherfuckers said, all the people that would watch on YouTube said that they meditated or they did something involving their chakras. And that was something I really started hearing a lot more. Like, and it's crazy because I watch them same people and I barely hear them talk about chakras. I just start watching all videos about, you know, getting hip to the universe and working on yourself, and then learning your chakras and where your chakras at. You know, your root chakra all the way to your crown chakra. You have 7 of them. based on the endocrine system in your body. Look it up. Do your facts. I said do your facts. Look up. Know your facts and shit, you know. Alright. So, anyway, where was I at? So, I started hearing and learning about the chakras. And then I meditated for the first time, I think, let's say, end of November, early December. I know for sure I was meditating around December 6th. So let's just say I started meditating December 6th type shit. But I didn't really learn about, so basically I did a video, a guided meditation on my root chakra on December 6th, 2019. And then I did another one December 12th. I didn't do shit in between then. And then after that, you know, I started feeling my body, and I started feeling my skin, and I started like just feeling myself for real. And it wasn't until then when I started taking it serious. So yeah, it wasn't until like December 12th that I didn't really start feeling it myself, and I didn't start taking it more seriously. Or just a step more serious, because I still wasn't taking it as serious. I don't know why, but for me personally, I just haven't been a consistent person all my life until then, until I started meditating. When I started meditating, it started getting consistent. So I'm explaining when I got consistent. So fast forward to like January. I say, because January my birthday month and shit. I said, fuck it. With my little checks and shit, I had a job. I said, I'm gonna buy myself some shit so I can make money, you know. So for my birthday present for myself, I got a camera. And same camera you looking at me on right now. And I told myself around the same time, I think it was mid-January or some shit, I said, I meditated and I said, I was still kind of hazy on it. I was like, if this shit work, I want a fucking sign, you know. Because I was just kind of skeptical because I felt like I wasn't manifesting shit, you know. Or manifesting big shit. Whole time I was manifesting. But either way, I said, I want a good ass sign for me that I know will be meant for me. And if this happens, I'm gonna get consistent with the shit. So one day or 1 week, it was like January 20th, around that time type shit. Early 20s, January. I had meditated one day, and I think it was on a Friday. And I said, like I said, I wanted this time. And I said, I'm gonna tell you what I asked for. I said, I want my own clothing line, and I want somebody to help me with my personal career type shit. Because I'm not a YouTuber. It's just a fucking hobby, you know. But either way, I meditated on Friday for that shit. And then the very next day, literally the very next day, my homie Pancho, I'm gonna wait for the plane. Scratch. So the very next day, my homie Pancho, he say, hey, you trying to help me work on my clothing brand? Cause he does clothes and shit, you know. He makes his own clothes, he has his own brand. I fuck with it. It's a really cool brand. Shout out Progressive, you know. But anyway, the very next day he asked me that shit. He said, I know you work with the customizing shoes, so I want you to work with these shoes with me. And then eventually, I want you to start helping me with other shit, you know? Once you get these shoes in line, then shit, we can collab on more shoes. I was like, bro, that shit is fucking crazy. And then it got better. I personally want to be a film director and shit. So, motherfuckers said, hey, shit, I know you fuck with the film shit, the video shit. My homeboy is a director. And we trying to collab with mugs. And he instantly put me on the day after I meditated. That was just one thing. And remember how I said I wanted somebody that would help me with my career, that wasn't even the dude for the film director dude. It was somebody that I met at my physical job, right? So I was just at work one day, just chilling, easy ass job, doing basic ass shit, getting paid, doing easy shit. And this dude came in randomly. Never met this dude a day in my life. Never heard of him, whatever. Happened to be a fucking DJ and shit. And usually when I'm at my job, I don't talk to motherfuckers unless they speak to me, because that's weird. I mean, it's not weird, but I don't know you. Shit. That's just me though. But anyway, this dude, he just fucking swimming around, fucking doing his shit. He fucking say, we just strike up a conversation and shit. And he say that, so basically, we strike up a conversation, and this dude fucking cut. Alright. So we strike up a conversation and shit. And the dude like, so what you trying to do? What you trying to get into and shit? I'm like, I'm just doing my own shit right now. I just got a camera, and I really want to get into photography and film directing and shit. Photography to pay for bills and shit, and then video directing as a personal is what I want to do. And he say, for real? Shit, I could really put you on. And he basically just kept coming. I kept seeing him more often. And then eventually, he was the first motherfucker that I did a photo shoot with, right? And he basically helped me build my own portfolio to do just some ground level work and shit. I'm hella grateful for it, but it's a good platform. And it was just crazy to me how within 3 days of me meditating, so my bad, meditated, next day, Saturday, my homie Pancho hit me up for the clothes, and then the day after that, Sunday, this dude come into my job and basically give me a whole job. He comes into my job and gives me the job that I've been looking for. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So yeah, within 3 days of me meditating, my homie comes in and gives me an opportunity to work on a clothing brand. And then the day after that, I get a whole job opportunity, which I actually wanted to do, which would allow me to quit my job within 3 days of me meditating. So after that, in January, I said, that's my fucking sign. And I've been meditating consistently ever since. Now, when I say consistent, at first, I said, I'm going to go no longer than 2 days without meditating. So if I meditated on Monday, the maximum longest I could go without meditating would be Wednesday. But I would go for a goal of every day for at least 5 to 15 minutes. Whether it be a guided meditation or I did my own shit for 5 minutes and just touched my chakras, At least just felt one chakra before I went to sleep. And then, as time went on, you have more manifestations. I had more manifestations and shit. One particular one was, I think around March and shit. And let me explain this story. So, shit was getting crazy. I think the first protest or some shit was going on. And I said I wanted to get a gun. And I got a gun. Don't fuck with me. 223s at your head, neck, all that, wherever the fuck you want, I'll shoot. But, so I got a gun, and I went to this abandoned mall to shoot, because I thought some dumbass shit that this abandoned ass place has been abandoned for probably about 10 years now, for real. But I went there with the mind that nobody would go over there because it was abandoned. Now, that was some dumbass shit to think. Now, it worked for probably about the first 4 times I went over there. Just to, skate and shoot my gun, just chill out, smoke, whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Just chill out, have a good time, get a nice little escape place, I guess you could say. So then, one day, I pick up my friend, and while I'm driving to pick up my friend, I just got this weird feeling in my stomach, right? I'm like, I don't know why, but it felt like a weird ass day. Like I usually, how you usually feel normal and then you feel weird? That's how I was feeling. I felt weird. And I didn't know why I was feeling weird. And weird in a bad way. Whereas, it's like, I just had a bad feeling. And, so I pick up my friend, I'm on my way to pick up my friend. And he say, hey, you trying to slide on my cousin? I'm like, shit, it don't matter. So, I was picking up my friend anyway to go take him to shoot the gun at the abandoned mall shit, right? And because I thought it was, like I said, cool, no 12 was gonna come up and she was just gonna be gravy. So I pick him up and then I pick up his cousin, and then when I get his cousin tell me that he got his 40 on. And I'm thinking, oh fuck. Well, I wasn't really planning. I really felt pretty cool because I was driving safer and all that other shit. Really taking my time, trying to be low key as hell. Let me see how I'm doing my time. What? Okay. Alright. So, go pick his ass up. And we get to the mall and shit. And he tell me it's dirty. So before I already knew he had 40. And before that I was feeling bad. And then we get there and then he tell me that it's dirty. And then we get there and then we just chilling, smoking, motherfucking, and then we start shooting and shit, right? We shot about 25 rounds of my shit, right? And then he take out his 40. He say, "Oh, if we shoot this mug, it's gonna bark at." Now I'm usually not the dumbass. I was being the fucking dumbass this day. I should have listened to my fucking gut. I admit it. I was being a fucking dumbass. But he say, "Oh, this motherfucker bark." I'm like, bruh, we cool. It's an abandoned mall. Ain't nobody gonna come over here. Yada yada yada. And then he shoot it probably a good 3 times. And then we get back in the car, start chilling again. He say, or after he shoot it, he say, "Oh, after I shoot it, bro, we gonna have to dip ASAP because 12, this motherfucker loud. Everybody gonna hear it, yada yada yada." I'm like, nah, man, I've been over here before. I done been over here 4 times before. I done shot this motherfucker, did donuts in this mud, all type of shit. Ain't nobody even come over here none of them times. Like, only person that came over was like a little AC unit dude. Shoulda listened. But anyway, he was like, alright. So then he shoot his shit, get back in the car, and my friend start driving, just doing some shit, and then I start rolling up some shit, and then out of nowhere, so there's only one way that I knew of that you could get in the whole abandoned parking lot or whole abandoned complex, because it's blocked off on every other way. It's barricades on literally every other way except one way. So out of the I shit you not, the whole opposite way, I see one county car come behind, and I'm like, oh fuck. Instantly, I'm like, oh shit. And then I instantly put everything in it. I had a box. I put everything in this box. Bruh, all my shit started spilling. It's like half of shit rolled up. All gas in that mug. straight open in this box, and is in the front seat is an AR. Is this dude in the back seat with a dirty 40, and we was shooting, right? And it's 12. I'm like, oh my fucking god. So then I'm like, damn, I'm finna go to jail. Finna go to jail. They finna find the shit. They finna put me up. Damn. SOL. Actually, nah. I'm capping. Well, that's what I was thinking when I first saw him. I'm not gonna fake it. But so then they come around. They put the lights on. Like I said, I was a dumbass. And the police officer come out, and he had instantly has his hand on the shit like this, you know, aiming his shit. And my ass open in the passenger seat. I open the door. I look my head out a little bit, and I look at him, and now I have my hands out like this. I said, after I put all my shit up, and then the dude in the backseat hit it. I put my hand. I said, it's over. I said, he said, where's the gun? I said, it's right next to me. And then he said, whose car is it? I said, it's mine. I said, no, or he said, I'm the driver, some shit like that. And then basically he come around, and then he cuffed me, and then he put me on the sidewalk, and he come around, handcuff everybody else sitting on the sidewalk and shit. And then he obviously takes the gun, he makes sure it's registered. Now I'm a fucking smart ass dude, because I actually got my shit legally. Do your shit legally. If that shit was not legal, I would be in jail. Period. I would be in jail. But either that or don't be a dumbass. Don't be a fucking meditate now so you don't have to be a dumbass. And then you can do stupid shit. Maybe. If it work out. Don't do stupid shit though. But I'm finna pause. So we all get handcuffed and shit. I wasn't being a dumbass. We sitting on the fucking side, and the whole time I'm just sitting in handcuffs on the side of shit. I'm just hoping to myself that he don't see the box, because if he sees the box, or if he checks the back seat and finds the other dude gun, I knew I was gonna be. Well, for real. The only thing I could hope for is that he didn't see my gas, and that he didn't see his gun. If he saw his gun, at that point I would just have to hope that the dude didn't snitch, or not even snitch, but lie. And when I tell you, it's like I'm sitting on the passenger seat. The box is on the floor in the passenger seat, and my big ass AR is in the, like, next to me, on the other side of my right leg, right? So we sitting on the front, and he go back, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I hope he don't look in the box. He just do a quick fucking search. He come back around, look at the gun, and then like two more cars come, SUV and another motherfucker. And then while we all sitting on the fucking sidewalk, so we were shooting and shit, right? And this abandoned mall had fucking windows on the shit. And all I'm gonna say is, while we were on the sidewalk handcuffed, the windows were literally shattering and falling and hitting the ground, right? Literally shattering. You could hear it, but you couldn't see it. So I'm guessing, I don't know how that fucking worked, but you could hear like big ass glass falling, hitting the fucking concrete inside the fucking mall while we all handcuffed. And the police officer every like 3 seconds is looking back like, where the fuck is the sound coming from? And I'm over here trying to look other like I don't know what the fuck he looking at and shit. And then it was just funny as hell. And then, bro, so the other dude with the 40 and shit, bro, I didn't fucking know this until fucking 12 came, but he also had fucking warrants, bro. And he didn't fucking tell me until 12 came out from the back. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What is going on? Like, and then, oh my god. So basically, but his warrants weren't in the same state. So all that happened is they tried to call our people, and they gave me my gun back. They didn't see his 40, and they didn't see the weed. Do I have to explain the story again? Like, what is that besides the universe? I don't know what, bro. Literally, we were sitting on the concrete with shells on the ground, with the fucking glass breaking, with a fucking dirty 40 and some fucking gas. What else? What else do you want to hear? And that's just 2 instances. Two. I'd say the second one is the most life-saving one that I've experienced. Actually, no. It's been a couple life-saving. Like, I could have been in some accidents. It could have been way worse. It's just, I'm telling you these stories. The story about me finding a dude, and the story about me damn near dying with 12, because I didn't really explain, like, how the dude came, but, bro. Could've fucking, really, that story, the one I just explained, if he didn't shoot me from getting out the car first, I would have died. If he didn't if he would have saw the weed, instantly locked up. Like, dead or alive. Like, in jail type shit. And, bro, the reason why I told you that story is because before I went, I had that bad feeling in my gut. And I don't know why, but I had the bad feeling about his cousin type shit. And it wasn't even, it's some most stuff, not even, I don't got no ill feeling towards dude. Like, I'm still cool with him. It's like just that particular day, I just felt like I shouldn't have went the extra step to go pick him up. Because really it was gonna be me and my friend, and then we went to go pick him up too, just to say fuck it, because he cool, I fuck with him. But I had a bad feeling as soon as he said, hey, let's go pick up my cousin. So if I would have listened to my gut, they probably, in my gun, it wasn't loud, bro. So if I would have listened to my gut, bro, they probably wouldn't have heard my gun, and they wouldn't even came in the first place, you know. That the whole reason they came, in my opinion, is because of his 40. And I had a 22. I'm gonna keep it. At the time, I had a 22. And if you know anything about guns, look at the top part of your, a 22 is, I don't even know, it's fucking skinny, like, compared to a fucking 40. A 40, imagine your thumb. A 22, imagine the top of your pinky, I guess, or the width. It's more about the width than anything. But yeah, so that's my story. I hope y'all meditate, and I'm gonna have more shit for y'all on the way. Go tap into your 7 chakras and shit. Meditate, elevate, prosper. I don't know what the fuck to say. I ain't figure out what I'm finna say yet. But fuck it, bitch.